Hello, this is the story of how we form past tenses. First of all, the regular past tenses. I'll just write regular past tenses there, all of which end in D or ED. And then the crazy guys, the irregular past tenses. Hope you enjoy it. So, first of all, we're looking at the regular verbs, and here's a little picture of 3 of them. Walk, walked, phone, phoned, text, texted. They all end in the same way, D or ED, and they are all regular verbs. There are 3 different regular verbs, regular verbs. The pronunciations are slightly different. Now, I want to say about these, first of all, that most verbs in English are regular. So I'll just write there most verbs, and the good news is all new verbs are regular. And here's a few examples. To Google, that's a new verb, and past tense is Googled. Another one, to mouse, I'll write to mouse there, past tense, he moused over the picture. Another one, to Skype somebody, he Skyped me yesterday, and so on. Those are the regular verbs. So now let's move on to the irregular verbs, and here's a picture of 3 rather crazy looking fellas. Go, put and break are all very irregular. First of all, put. I'll take the put. You can guess which one it is. It's going to have to be that one. The thing about that is that the past tense of put is the same as the present tense, so you can't tell whether it's past or present from the verb form. And the next one, break, hasn't got a past tense breaked, but a past tense broke, so I'll just put broke over there. And finally, the last one, go, doesn't even have a past tense, so it uses the past tense of another verb, to wend, and we've got went. So there we go. Those are the 3 I've put in the picture. Now, a couple of things I want to say about that. The first thing, the good news, I'll just write here 180 in grand total, roughly 180 irregular verbs, so it's not that many. And in fact, of those, quite a few are not so common, but about 100 or so are what I would call fairly common. And of those, I've chosen 36, which I see as very common. And I've divided them into 3 sets of 12 each. So in this video, you're going to get a chance to look at the first set of 12. And here we go. Let's move on to scene 2. You're going to see the 12 verbs in 3 groups. Here's the first group. And I'm going to just work through the group first of all, and then I'm going to get you to repeat them. So first of all, begin becomes began. Now this is the same group, so you can sort of guess that sit will become sat, just a change of the vowel, and drink becomes drank, and not drunk, drank. And the last one, sing, becomes sang. Now I want you to repeat them all after me. So I'm going to say begin, began, and so on, all the way through the group. And you take the opportunity, if you want to repeat the word after me. So here we go. Begin, began. Sit, sat. Drink, drank. Sing, sang. Now let's move on to the next group, and here they are. Leave, left. Notice you've got a vowel change, E to E, and also there's a T sound on the end. So let me write them in. Sleep becomes slept, so you can guess that feel becomes felt. You notice the spelling changes too. A mean becomes meant. That's a bit of a funny one because there's no spelling change. Now, just like the first group, I'm going to read through them and invite you to repeat them after me. Here we go. Leave, left, sleep, slept, feel, felt, mean, meant. Now, if you want to do them again, just run the video back a little bit and do them again. Right, let's move on to the third group. And here it is. You notice here immediately, cut and cut are the same. So I'll just run through them. Cut, cut, put, put. I'll just put a tick there. Cost, cost. It's a tick. Shut, shut. They're all the same. Now I'm going to repeat them so that you can have a chance to repeat them after me. Cut, cut. put, put, cost, cost, shut, shut. So that's the end of the first 3 sets of irregular verbs. Now there are 2 more videos where you can find plenty more, another 24 altogether. Now if you want to run back and do scene 2 again, just click on scene 2 up on the right hand corner there. That'll take you back to the beginning of this and you can just run them through again. Alright, that's all. Bye for now.